Hi everyone, this is Puzzle Rush Survival on chess.com, and you know what they call me? They call me the puzzle guzzler because I guzzle these puzzles like nobody's business. And my peak Puzzle Rush Survival that I did like 1 or 2 years ago is 50. So I'm going to try to reach a new peak today. So I hope you will enjoy it and learn something, and I hope I do as well. So with that being said, let's hop into this first one, which is checkmate in one, and hopefully I can get a clean 50. Just like James Canty, a clean 50, but we'll see. I could definitely mess it up. I could definitely imagine that. This looks like a check here, a check here, and a check. And so close. Why am I not getting it? Usually they're not that easy. Usually the first 10 are super easy. But I don't know why this one I'm already overthinking it or underthinking it. So to me, what stands out is going check, king up, and then going knight e5. So I want to change the move order, and now I'm threatening checkmate in one, because after the rook moves, but the rook can go here is the issue. Oh, stupid! It's not checkmate. You're just taking the rook on d3. Okay. I was looking for checkmate, but I think I'm just taking the rook. Okay, and that doesn't even happen. This is a great start. Checkmate, checkmate, and checkmate. This one is checkmate. Queen in the corner, queen and rook. The bishop and queen. Queen and knight. I can't draw arrows. Queen and knight. And this one looks like just a fork. No mate, just a fork, it looks like. And yes, checkmate. I really don't want to do something really stupid and not have a clean 50 because one of these early puzzles. This is checkmate. This is check and mate. Let's see here. I really want to play this move. And then after the knight moves, I take, attacking his queen. So he has to take back and he loses his bishop. So I think it should be this move. And yeah. Okay. I think I'm going to take and then go queen check, winning the rook in the corner. He has to keep his king on the back rank or move his bishop up front, either way. So this one should be winning like this. There's no checkmate. So that's the easiest way to win. This looks like checkmate. So I'm going to play it. It feels like there's something I should be able to do with this pin. Like bishop e6. Yeah, I think bishop e6 would be winning. Because then if the bishop moves, I check in the corner. I take the rook in the corner. So yeah, probably just this. Check and mate. So, like so. I can just take twice. Why? Okay. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Checkmate. And checkmate. Okay. Most obvious move is check. If he goes this way, it's check. Wait. Here, check. Here, check. He has to go here, but I don't really see the follow-up. Go check and here. He could also go here, but that would just be mate. No, it's not mate because the bishop covers. And he's up a piece, so if I just win a piece back, that's not good enough. So I got to either be winning a lot of material here. Oh, maybe just taking the pawn back. Yeah, that's the tricky part about these puzzle rushes. Is like you're always looking for checks, but you're not looking for other moves. This looks pretty natural because I'm going to win the rook no matter what. Because if bishop takes, bishop blocks, I'm going to take, and I'm still going to take this rook. So I get my piece back plus the exchange at the very least. So I think this should be it. Okay, there's no tricks here. I don't think there are any tricks. Okay. This looks like the most obvious move. We just take. I don't think there are any in intricacies. Intricacies. There you go. This looks like the most obvious move. Just taking it with check, and after king d8, we go check here. And whichever way he takes, the queen on d6 is hanging. If he takes with the rook, then take it on d6 as a check, so we don't have to worry about back rank checkmate. So this should be fine. And I should have seen this in advance. It should just be checking here. Ooh, it keeps going. This is bad by me to not have calculated this. But as white, what are you gonna play? Something else? You kind of have to play this. Probably if I just trade queens and take this bishop, he's still up a rook, which is not good. Which means this looks pretty natural. Yeah, this looks... And queen... Gosh, dude. How is this king still alive? Ah, bishop here might be the better move. Yes. Yeah, bishop here. And if king this way, which is the only way to hold on to the queen, I have rook here. Okay. I should have seen that in advance before I started the puzzle, which is kind of lazy by me. This one's interesting. I don't know what to think about this. So, equal material. Uh, okay. I think yeah. I'm gonna go check, and if no matter where the king goes, I think I'm going to go bishop d4, and wait, where is the king going? The king ever goes here, we can just check him like this, and it should be checkmate eventually. Probably, hopefully. Yeah, I think queen d8 check and bishop d4 is the winning idea. I can't see anything else working. Oh, wait. Queen d8 check, king h7, bishop d4. The rook on e1 is hanging with check. Oh, you have to be a bit careful. So, king h7. What's my move? Yeah, this is trickier than I thought it was. Yeah, this is annoying actually. I'm not really sure what to do. If I go rook b1, that would be bad, but I would consider it in an actual game, counter-attacking. Um, okay, I think I have it. I think I'm going to go queen d8 check, and if king h7, now I can go either queen d7 or c7. I think d7. I'll go queen d7. I'm attacking the f7 pawn and the bishop. So if he takes the pawn, so after queen d8, king h7, queen d7, and if rook takes and I take here, and I don't think I'm getting checkmated or anything, and I'm just gonna be up a bishop, so I think that's good. And if he takes the pawn with the bishop, well now I'm gonna take on f7 with check, and after king back. There's got to be a combination of moves here. Because check. Maybe it's this check. I go queen f6 check. And after king back to h7, I'm going to go bishop d4. No, I still can't go bishop d4. Oh, because a rook on e1 is hanging. So that means after queen s7 check, king h8, I can go... Ooh, wait. How is this winning? Wait, how is this winning? Because bishop takes... Oh, I'm convinced it's good for white. I just can't figure out how to either checkmate or win a piece but before the puzzle's over. Because we're supposed to. That's usually how puzzles work. So okay, another alternative would be queen d7 first, and now if bishop takes, then queen e8 check. Oh, but that allows queen blocks. Oh my gosh! Actually, in both scenarios, there's this queen to f8 block. Because even queen d8 immediately is queen f8. I didn't even think about that. Oh wait, yeah, queen d8, queen f8, takes, and then bishop c5 would win the rook on a3. So he can't block with the queen on f8. So I could still go queen d7 first, queen d7 attacking this, and if once again if rook takes, then queen takes bishop, and after queen d7, if bishop takes, now queen e8 check. He cannot block because I would fork his after we trade queens, and I would fork his king and rook. So that means that if he takes here, now I can check here and take here. But now we transpose to the same position that we had before. Whereas king's on h8, my queen's on f7, and I'm trying to win. This has to be good for me. It has to be. I just don't know. I just cannot find the specific win. Like, if I just take on e6 here, when I was king's on h8, this has to be good. He has no threats. So, even though, oh man. Well, now the next question is, do I go queen d8 check first, or do I go queen d7? Because I think they're both good, but there's probably some detail I'm missing that makes a difference between the two moves. Maybe after queen d7. After queen d7, he could play rook a7 or a move like that. But I still have queen e8 check, king here, and check. Yeah, so that's actually not that bad if he goes rook a7. So I'm not sure what I'm missing after queen d7. Wait, queen d7, rook a7, and if queen e8, now you can go queen f8. Because after we trade queens, bishop c5 is no longer a fork because the rook's on a7. Oh wait, no, rook can't go to a7 in the first place. What am I saying? The rook can't go to a7. Queen d7. Queen a7, rook a7. I can't take the rook because the rook on e1 is hanging with check. Yes. Okay. This makes sense. This makes sense. So that means queen d8, king h7, then now I'm going to go queen d7, attacking the pawn. Pawn is hanging and the bishop is hanging. Bishop takes f3, and I'm just going to guess that after queen takes f7, king h8, and queen takes e6, that this endgame should be winning, even though there is no immediate checkmate that the puzzle wants me to do. So that's my guess. That's my final guess. And let's see if it is it. Okay? That's crazy. That's crazy. Why did it not, like, why? Can I click on the puzzle? I'm going to try it. I'm going to see if I can click on this puzzle here and see if it, okay, the board, yeah, okay, it's fine. Okay, so I actually want the analysis page, this, okay. And I wonder why, okay. So king h7. I actually just want to see what the engine says about this. If it likes me. Yeah, queen d7. Awesome. Queen d7 is winning. And if bishop takes, yes. Okay, queen takes e6 is also winning. Okay, good. I just had trouble evaluating this position because most puzzles want you to end with being up a piece or something like that. Anyways. And not this. Okay, this is the one. Okay. Here, ooh, looks like I could sacrifice the knight on c7 and then check here. I could take this, but then he takes with the queen. It feels like even knight b6 looks kind of interesting, but I don't see the mate. Feels like the checkmate should be here. The checkmate should be here. You could even sacrifice the queen. Sacrifice the queen to win the queen back, but you're probably just going to be down a piece if you do that. Yeah, knight b6. Knight b6 this seems really stupid. This can't be it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm cooked. I'm cooked. My mind is drawing a complete blank here. This is not good. And this is like a 1400 level puzzle. Like, look at that. I just finished a 1388 puzzle, and like for some reason I can't see this. Okay, well, first is first. Material is equal. That's a good. That's something that's good to be aware of. Yeah, if knight takes c7 check, queen takes c7, queen takes f7, king d8. There are no more checks. There's no more checks. There's no mate. There's no nothing. Maybe I just go queen takes g7. It's probably just that simple. Knight takes e7, queen takes f7, king d8, queen takes g7, and now the rook is going to be lost. If you go bishop f6, well now I go queen f8 check, and after king g6, oh man, there's got to be something. Oh, did I say g6? No, d7, queen d7. Wait, knight takes, queen takes, king d8, pawn here. Oh, if bishop f6, the queen is not hanging, but after check, king d7, and check, king here. Oh man, wait. Honestly, it could be like d4, like at some point. So maybe like knight takes c7 check, queen takes, king d8, and d4. D4. That doesn't look right though. But like, let's say like after king d8, you go queen takes, bishop f6. Oh man. Oh wait. Maybe after this king f8, king d7, I have bishop takes g7. Or g8. Sorry, bishop takes g8. Okay, I think that's it. I get my piece back, and the king's still in the center. That has to be winning. I just take the g knight. There's no checkmate, but I just take the g knight. I think that's my conclusion. Okay. Oh man, if I get this wrong, I'm gonna be so sad. Okay, let me just double check my count. Let me just double check. Takes bishop f6. Is there any other move other than queen f8 check? I don't think so. Queen f8 check, king d7. Uh, whatchamacallit? Bishop takes knight, and then I can go discover check and win the rook too. So this has to be winning. Okay, let's go. He's studying checkmate. They're studying checkmate in one of this. That would be checkmate. So, which probably means that. Okay, the most natural move is bishop takes, or the first move that looks like I should check it is bishop takes e6, and after pawn takes, rook f8, rook takes, queen takes, king up, and queen e8 checkmate. But after rook takes, queen d6 is a move. But then I can just takes after king takes and take the h3 rook. So this one seems fairly straightforward. So I'm just going to play it. Wait. one alternative move is after bishop takes, pawn takes, rook check. He doesn't have to take back. He could go king d7. But now I'm just going to go queen f7 check. Okay, so it should still be winning no matter what. Okay, awesome. So let's see. Bishop e2 would just be checkmate. So because of this rook and this bishop. So I think I'm just going to play it. Awesome. I could take here, and after king takes, do like, oh, I don't even know what. No, I don't think that can't be good. Is it good? Can it be good? No, I don't think so. I could just take this with check, and after bishop takes, knight takes f7. I think that's the simplest way to play. I don't see anything wrong with it. So honestly, I'm just going to play it. Is a check on e4 anything to worry about? No. Okay. Probably the simplest one is to go rook 1 d7, and after king goes up 1 square, that's the only move. You go check here, and you skewer and win the queen. So this one also seems pretty straightforward. There shouldn't be any checkmates here. Okay, so far we're doing good. It's a clean 30 right now. So I think there's still a good chance we get to a clean 50. So let's see. This king could be checked on this diagonal or this diagonal. Right now, it's roughly equal material. I think he's up a pawn. 3, 6, 7 versus 5 pawns. He's up 2 pawns. Knight b6 would attack the queen, which is the only defender of this knight. So knight b6, queen here or here. No, queen can't go to c4 after the knight goes on b6 because it attacks it. So then queen would go to b5 and then a6. And I'm not sure how you keep defense of this knight. And there's also no way to counterattack my queen with a knight hop or anything like that, because like knight b6 and knight b4, but then queen takes, and then knight takes queen, and then bishop takes. So I win a piece. So this should still be good. There's no other checks in this position. So I think knight b6 should just be winning. I'm double checking here. Yeah, everything should be fine. Okay, awesome. Okay. If this knight wasn't here, it would be checkmate. The queen looks like it definitely has enough squares. It's not on the verge of being trapped. Although it looks like it could be, but the b3 and b2 squares look hard to stop it from going to. This bishop is only defended by the knight. So a move like knight a4, it's very silly, but it looks like it could be okay. Because I am threatening g2, and if you take, I take you. Knight g3 also just looks appealing because it hits the rook, but I don't think it does anything. Okay, this looks kind of interesting. So if I took on g2 and king takes, if this bishop wasn't here, and knight e3 would be a royal fork. So if I could take, and play queen takes g2, king takes, and knight here. That is also a possibility. Ooh, I can also just go rook takes, knight e3, threatening checkmate, threatening the rook, and threatening the queen. And there's no checks. He has no checks against me. If he plays knight here, counterattacking my queen, I can just take it, and I'm still threatening checkmate. Actually, I would just play checkmate in that position. So I think that's definitely the play. Take the bishop after knight takes, knight e3, fork, and threaten checkmate. So that looks very strong. So I think I'm just going to play it. Probably just take. Awesome. In this position, what am I seeing here? Queen looks weird. Queen is very aggressively placed, but could also be trapped. But I don't think so. It's actually going to be very hard to attack the queen. If this knight ever moves, then the queen has this g6 square to check the king. And I can't move my king out of the way to bring a rook over to trap the queen either. So, well, okay, well, this is kind of interesting though. Knight g4 would be attacking the pinned rook. PP on the PP, put pressure on the pinned piece. So that kind of looks a little bit appealing. But then after queen check, king here, there's this queen h5 check. And after something like king g8, then you could take the knight. So knight g4 fails. Oh, wait, simple. Sacrifice the queen, king takes, then knight g4 check, picking up the queen. So you win a rook. You win a rook in this process. Okay, I had to change the move order. Okay, queen h5 check, and after blocks, I don't really see anything. Oh, no, you just take the bishop, dummy. Because you have a bishop on c1 also attacking this bishop. So, and material is equal otherwise. They might be up a pawn. 4, 7, 3, 6. The upper pawn, but we'll be up a bishop, so this should be winning. Okay. My rook's under attack. My rook is hanging. My knight is hanging. Discoveries are in the future, but it looks like I can just take this bishop. King up. Bishop a3 check. Bishop a3 check. King f6. Ah, queen f5 checkmate. Yeah, that looks pretty convincing to me. Okay, awesome. Okay, this is the most obvious move. After king here. King here, there are no more checks. I could take the bishop, but he takes my bishop, and I'm down 3 pieces. So check here. Bishop h3, how do you prevent checkmate? On the g2 square, there actually are no checks against my king. After queen takes king b1 and bishop a3, there are no checks. The queen can't go on this diagonal. I'm pretty much convinced, yeah, you can't prevent it. Yeah, you can't prevent mate, so I'm just going to play it. Okay, I think I could check here, but that doesn't do anything. So pretty sure just queen takes, but I'm just double checking. Okay. Knight check, king, pawn takes, and rook h8 is the most appealing. I'm threatening checkmate, and I don't see any way to stop it. The bishop blocks the king's escape very well. And with the double g pawns, you're not able to move this g2 pawn up because this own pawn is in front of it. So yeah, knight takes, rook h8. I'm just double checking here. Takes, king here, bishop takes. And after I take, I'll have 2 minor pieces. I should have seen this. I should have seen this move before I played it. Luckily, it's still winning, but in an actual game, it could be the difference between winning and losing. Okay. There's no way to exploit this pin, I don't think. I don't think there's a way to exploit it, so I'm just going to take. And probably just this. What's the difference? Here, rook here? Oh, I don't see the difference. Why? What is this bad? I mean, it's more forcing to take with the bishop because it's a check. But this also doesn't look that bad. I'm just afraid of a move like rook d3. Rook d3. Bishop c5. Or bishop f4, I should say. Rook here. Bishop e6. Yeah, I shouldn't be afraid here to take with the rook. Oh man. I'm probably missing something. I'm missing something. I don't know what it is. I don't know what I'm missing. Because if bishop takes king f7 or king f2, which looks fine. What am I missing? What am I missing? Maybe it's just the fact that I lose this pawn. Like, if rook takes, then bishop takes. That's possible. I think I'm going to take with the bishop because it is a check. And, yeah. Okay, cool. I have no idea why taking with the rook is worse, to be honest. Look at these B's lined up. This B. Oh, whoops. That's not how bishops move. This B and this B. Rook G3. Rook. Queen G3 is the most natural move. And if he tries to avoid checkmate, I'm just going to go check and mate anyways. There are no counter checks, so I think I'm good just to play this move. And now I can just do check. I should have said that detail before I made the move, but it's okay. Yeah, I think just taking the rook, and after bishop blocks, bishop h6 looks pretty convincing to me. There's no way to defend this bishop. If you move your own bishop, then I can just take your rook. So I'm pretty convinced. And there are no checks against the white king other than giving up your queen. So I think I'm set. I'm pretty much set on this. Okay, let me just double check. And takes. Okay. King h7 looks like the most natural move because we're avoiding any checks. If we go king g6, then queen g8 check. And we're forced out. And check here. This just looks annoying. If I go king h7, I don't have to calculate any of that. And then if he takes my rook, I have back rank checkmate. Because my pawn blocks out the white king's escape. So king h7 looks very natural. Let's say he goes rook f1. Is this position still winning? Check, king h1. Queen f2? No. Check, king h1, then rook takes h4. Okay, king h7 should be winning. Okay. Most natural move would be to take back this pawn. Or take the bishop. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, so I'm down a piece. I would get my piece back. Maybe even queen takes, probably. If pawn takes, queen takes. And 3, 5 versus 4, I'd be down a pawn. So if I take back the bishop and after the queen takes, doesn't look that convincing. Bishop e4 looks more interesting because I'm threatening checkmate on 1. And if you move the rook, there's check here. If you move the rook, if you move the rook after bishop e4, you just go check. Now the king goes this way. Bishop g6, check here, and you checkmate on the f8 square. Oh, you checkmate on the f7 square with the king on f8. So I think the move is bishop e4. And now, very key check. This move is the most natural. Winning the queen. Because the queen has to block. It's going to be checkmate soon enough. Okay. Probably check after king h1, bishop g3 check, king g1, queen h2 check, king f1, and queen takes f2 checkmate. That's the most obvious way to win. So I think I'm just going to play it. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. There are no counter checks. He didn't take the pawn. So, okay. This would win the queen. King here. So I'm down a queen. So I'm down a queen. So I have 1, 2, 3. So if I go check, king h2 takes, Rook takes. I want to be down material, am I not? This doesn't look that good. So, what is... I'm missing something. I'm missing something here. So, knight f2 check, king h2. There's got to be something I'm missing here. Wait. Knight takes queen. If only I could... there's no way to checkmate. There's no way to checkmate. Wait. Rook takes. Yes. Rook takes e1 check. Queen takes. Knight takes. Rook takes. And now I have... Wait. And then rook takes d8. Then I'm going to be up a piece. Okay, that's the key difference. I have a rook and 2 bishops, while he has a rook and 1 bishop. Okay, so move over, like, yeah. So I going knight f2 check would be losing. I actually have to take like this and like this. Okay, a clean 44, not too hard so far. Queen f1 check looks like the most natural. King h2, f4. I'm playing all the forcing moves, but queen f3, I don't see the follow-up here. I like how the rook is undefended. That makes me think of like queen here and queen here. I could also go, yeah, so after f4 and queen f3, there's this move e4, sacrificing the pawn. Because after queen takes, there's f3, and I'm throwing in checkmate. This looks kind of convincing. This looks very convincing. F4 and after queen f3, e4, and if you go f4, queen g4, and f3. Oh wait, just pawn takes. Pawn takes, and the queen guards checkmate. The g2 checkmating square. Wait, no, wait. H5. H5 is also a move, maybe. H5, if the queen takes that, then F3, and after takes, I don't see it. F4, no, okay. Check here, queen G4, F3 takes, rook F4. It looks awful after queen C1 check, king F2, queen D7 check, king G6. I don't see it. It feels like, well, that could still be winning. It could still be winning because he's going to run out of checks eventually, I think, after I block. But maybe he can always rotate back this way. So I'm not convinced this is good. I'm not convinced at all. It has to be queen f1 check, though. Queen f1, king h2. But the question is, what's the next move after that? f4 looks so natural. Okay, f4, queen g4. Maybe I still go e4. And after here, king h8, there's nothing to worry about. After takes, I still have f3. Well, f3, then pawn takes. Yeah, once again, like after I've ever pushed to f3, the g-pawn can always take it. So maybe it's not about f4 and f3, but that's the most obvious idea to me. Maybe I start with f4. I start with f4, queen f3, maybe queen g4, e4. Well, now rook c1. Right, f4, queen g4. Throw in this check now, but now we're transposing to the same thing. And after e4. Okay, I think I might have something. I think this puzzle is about bringing the rook to g6. So I think queen f1, king h2, rook f6, but then the move f3, and now rook g6. Now after the queen moves, the rook on c2 guards it. So maybe I do have to double the pawns, like queen f1 check, king h2, f4, queen g4, f3. I don't have a threat though. There are no threats. right? There's queen G E6 check, king H8, and then pawn takes. So now if I ever go rook F6, well, now there's gonna be back rank checkmate for white. So I don't think that's it. It's got to be F4, E4, and then here, right? Yeah. So queen F1 check, king H2, F4, queen G4, E4, check here, and then if F3, then I can go E3. I can go E3, and right now they're stopping my promotion, me pushing to E2, but this has got to still be good, right? Then maybe I even have queen here and then check, forcing the king back, and maybe I can go rook D8. Like, this has to be good. This has to be good. I honestly, I've been spending a long time on this puzzle. I think I'm just going to go queen F1 check, king H2, and F4. And, like, I think F4, E4 is the way to win. Here, check, check here, F4, wherever the queen goes, E4. That's my guess. And I think it's very, very good. So let's just check one more time. So after F4, queen F3, E4, if queen takes pawn, then, oh man, then F3, G takes F3. Oh man, this is a bit more complicated. Queen F1 check, king H2, F4, queen E3, E4, queen takes, F3, if queen E6 check now, king H8, and after G takes, I can't take because of back rank mate. Okay, I have an idea. Queen F1 check, king H2, F4, queen F3, rook D8. Rook D8, I think, is the move. And then I'm going to go rook D1 and checkmate here. Because the pawn on F4 guards the G3 square, so the king can never escape. That's what I'm going with. I'm sad. I'm sad. Maybe I don't have to push F4. Maybe I just go rook D8 immediately. Maybe that's the play. Ah, gosh. Not a clean 50. This is bad. In this one, it looks like rook F1 is the most natural move. And king here. If king G6, I have this check. I could also do takes. Although that looks bad. Check. King G5. Although, is it really that bad? Oh, wait. Deflection. G4 check looks kind of good. If here, then check here. Oh, okay. Yes. G4 check here. And if that, then check here. Okay. Yes. G4. It's got to be G4. It's got to be a push. And I'm up a rook. Awesome. This is the most natural move. King G8. Oh, whoops. King G8. Queen E5 check. King G8. Queen E8 check. King up. And then checkmate. Shortly. Check here. Here. Yeah, I'm convinced that after Queen E5 check, King G8 is going to be checkmate eventually. Checkmate very soon. It has to be. Let's just double check. And we can go check here. King F6 and checkmate. Okay, yeah. And if H6, then we go bishop F8 checkmate. So I'm very much convinced in this position that it's this move. And I didn't think about this move too much. here, and check here, check here, checkmate. So this is definitely still winning. If I just go queen c7 check, 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 and I think I'm just gonna take this pawn. That's gonna be mate on the next move. Oh, h4 is the most natural move without calculating. h4, pawn takes, g6, g2, g7, queen, g1, g1 equals queen, check, guarding the g8 square. h4, if you take, then I'm going to take, and h5, f3, h6, f2, h7 here, but this is a checkmate. So h4 takes h5. Is it g4? h4 takes g4. Wow. And if h5, g3, h6, g2, h7, g1 equals queen. Okay, so it's got to be h4 and g4. You give up 2 pawns, but now you promote before them. This is the most natural move. By far the most natural move, setting up checkmate in 1. It's so irresistible. I can't resist. I just really want to play it. Are any counter checks? No, not really. No real counter checks. My king is actually surprisingly safe on this square. I got it. I can't resist. I can't resist queen h3. Ah! Oh, it's rook takes g2 first. It's rook takes g2 first, and then queen takes h3. Oh, you changed the move orders. Oh, why did you do that? That was forced, mate. In like 3. That was sad. That was stupid. Oh, that was stupid. Okay. Bishop b5 is the most natural move. That's the most natural move. King c8, then this will be checkmate. c6, then I can take. And after here, I can check. And after here... Is there really nothing? No, there's got to be something. Okay, yeah. Bishop e5, c6. Ooh, I could take, but then this happens? No, bishop e5, c6 takes... Whoops. 5, c6. Oh, I could take like this. Bishop takes c6 because the pawn is pinned. So, bishop e5, c6, bishop takes c6. King has to go to c8 or c7. If after bishop takes c6, if king c8, then queen a8 check, king c7, and queen takes b7 checkmate. I'm very much convinced this is right. Okay. So I need to get 3 more to get a new peak here. New peak. This is kind of an automatic move that you would consider since it's a check. Knight f4 might be the move, actually. So firstly, there are no checks. There are no counter checks. And I'm setting up checkmate in 2. If I go queen b3 first, then that means king h8 and knight f4, rook g8. And there's no checkmate. But if I go knight f4 first, he could still go king h8 though. Okay, he can still go king h8. I really want to go... Oh, wait, it could be queen h6. Queen h6 could be the move. But now, queen takes d4. And after queen takes pawn. And if knight f4 check, you can't... Knight f4, you can't go knight f4. If queen h6, if queen a6 immediately, then after queen takes d4, you can't go knight c5 because queen could just take. So I think it's knight f5, knight c5, I should say, knight c5, and if king h8, queen h6, rook here. Oh, queen takes c6, check, and the rook has to block, and it's gonna be mate. So knight f4 is the move, I think. There's no way around it. I'm very confident. In this position, I'm only down a piece. I'm only down 1 piece. So I think knight f5. So if I force him to sacrifice the queen, I think that's very good. Yeah, I'm very convinced. I'm very convinced. Because if queen b3 check, king h8, knight f4, rook b8, I can't take the pawn on c6 with my queen on b3. So the queen going to a6 is very key. And I can't go immediately because of this. So I think it makes sense. Knight c5 is the move. Okay. Okay. Awesome. Beautiful. Okay. We are cooking. This looks like it's almost checkmate in one if it wasn't for the knight. Because bishop c5, if this knight wasn't here, then the queen would defend, and they would it would be a what's it called, a balestra checkmate or something. So this would be the move if it's possible. This one, oh man, this knight is godly. This knight on d6 actually defending all of the key squares for white. So the other natural move is queen here and bishop here. I do not see a follow-up. Oh, wait. Bishop g4 check. Queen here. And queen e3 check. Bishop blocks or knight blocks. This is not it. Firstly, I'm down 2 pieces, 2 knights, and a rook. So I'm down so much material. So it has to be a mating attack. Queen d4 check. King e2. Bishop b4 check, king e1. I don't see it. Oh wait, knight, queen takes knight. King here. Queen back to d4 check. If king goes back, now we go queen e3 because after bishop blocks, the knight on c3 is no longer there. We can take the knight, we can take the bishop on e2. And if after queen d4 check, if the king goes to g3, now we go queen f4 check, and that would be mate, because the queen is guarded by the pawn and the bishop is guarded by the queen. I'm very convinced. Queen d4 check, king e2, bishop bishop g4 check, king e1, queen takes, knight, this square and this square is guarded by the queen. So the only legal move for the king would be king f2. And now we go back to d4 check. And he can't go back to e1. So after king g3, this would be mate. Or king back to e1, this queen e3 would be checkmate in 2. So I'm very, very convinced. I don't think I messed up the calculation, so I'm just going to play it. Okay. Okay. Alternative move. This is an alternative move. I don't think it's good because king can go back to g1, or yeah, king can go back to g1 after queen d2 check. So this one prevents it to go to g1. I'm just double checking though. I don't want to get it wrong. Yeah, I don't see an immediate mate. This has to be better. Okay. Whew. Got the 50, boys. Not a clean 50, but a 50 nonetheless. This is the most natural move. This is, yeah, taking the pawn, threatening the knight. The knight can escape. Okay. So knight takes pawn, knight c8, g4, king c2, g3, f6, g2, f7, queen, queen. This is probably not what we want. That looks too much like a draw. It looks too complicated. And like that doesn't look very good. So knight takes pawn, e7, king e7, I mean. Yeah, this is another alternative. So after I take the pawn, he could just go king e7, and after I take, go f6. And after check, king up, check, king down, I could just defend the knight. I could defend the knight and then guard the promotion square. And I have 2 connected passes on the other side of the board. So that would be good. So I don't think he's going to allow his knight to be taken. So I think after knight takes a5, knight c8, king c7, and if the knight goes back, I'm not sure. Knight takes, knight c8, knight c4, king here, for example. Knight c4, king here, here, knight here, and the knight would be trapped. King here. But I think he promotes his pawn very quickly. This is a bit complicated, actually. I would hate this position in time trouble. But I would snap off knight takes a5 immediately. If this was an actual game. Okay, I have an idea. So knight takes a5, knight c8, knight b7, maybe, knight b7. And after king g7, I go here, and if you push your pawn, I'm going to take, and if you push your pawn again, oh, you promote in time. That's not good. I can't stop the promotion. So I think knight takes, knight c8, b4. If king e7, king c7. And if f6, king takes f7, I have check, king here. He could also just go to g7 though. Wait, okay, this is bad. This is bad. This is no bueno. Knight takes pawn, king g7, king takes knight, f6. If I can get to the c6 square, here, f7, here. Okay, I think I found it. I found the trick. Okay, he cannot just push his pawn blindly, I think. Especially if he goes to g7. He can't sacrifice the knight and pawn and push blindly. If I go knight takes, king e7, king takes, f6, f6. Then if I go here, f7, here. Okay, yep. I can get my knight to g6, and it's going to be a draw. So after knight takes, knight c8, b4, king g7. Let's say king g7. Now I can go knight b7, f6. No. Knight takes, knight c8, king c8, knight e7, knight e7, knight e7, king. Oh boy. Okay, wait. Knight takes, knight c8, b4, king f6. No, not king f6, king e7, b3, f6, b2, f7, b1, check. But then I could honestly just check and win that and then push my other pawn. Okay, I'm just going to play it. I'm going to play knight takes. Okay, I already know this is a draw. This is supposed to be a draw. So king takes knight, f6. Oh, not a draw. Sorry. I mean, I can sacrifice my knight for the pawn, and I still have connected passes on the side of the board. So takes f6 here. And then if f7, I have this check. Then it takes f6 here. If oh yeah, this is fine. Here. Oh wait, I have to do this in the right way. Here, here. I don't want to draw. I do not want to draw. A draw is not what I want. Wait, I need to find the right maneuver. Wait, here, check. No, this is not it. This is not it. I thought this was easier than it was. Check here. There's no way I'm going to do that. Here, here, here. Ah, just king c7. Yes, yes, yes. Here, and if you go here, I'm just gonna go here, 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 and if you go here, I'll probably just go knight g5, and this geometry of the knight, the king cannot approach, so it should be fine. And yep, okay, whoo. Okay, this is the most obvious move. King, king back here, probably. Are there any other obvious moves? Um, this also looks like a very obvious move. Knight takes double check. The knight and the queen check. Um, king here. Check here again. King here. Wait, check. King here. If I go check here, there's b4. Nope. Check here, b4. Knight c1 check looks so appealing, though. It looks so appealing. And I have to be doing a double check in this position, because otherwise my queen's hanging with a check. Actually, yeah, my queen is actually pinned to my king. This is actually very, very important. Which is so here, here, here. He could actually just take the knight because my queen is pinned. But if I go here, I can actually take his bishop. If he takes my queen, if he takes my knight with his queen, I can take his bishop. So material count, he has 3 pieces. I have 3 pieces, 3 minor pieces, I mean. So if I go up 1 piece, it should be fine. So here, I'd be up 1 piece. And it should be fine. And if he goes, so, but let's see. So knight takes, king here, here. And if he goes here, though, that's the issue. King f1 is the issue if he doesn't repeat. Because now my queen is actually hanging, which is bad. So another move I could, so maybe this is better. Double check. If he goes here, now I can just go here and checkmate. And if I go check and he goes here, now I can still go knight takes g2 check. And that also looks like checkmate. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be double check and double check. And yep, this looks very convincing. Okay, this looks like the most natural move. King c7, queen here, and that looks like mate. A mate in 2? This looks very simple. I must be missing something. There must be a detail I'm missing. How is there a detail I'm missing? Check. There's literally 1 square. Check, and it's mate. Then there's no way this is it. Okay, there. That's that. Okay. Okay. Um, this is the most natural move. This also looks good though. Check, king c7. Check here. No, it does not look good. So I think probably check here, and if I go knight c6, there's rook here. But then check here. Oh, this is actually tricky. This is tricky. Check here. Here I'm attacking the queen. Actually, he loses the queen. Actually. Okay, I'm convinced. It's going to be queen takes, king h8, and knight c6, attacking the queen and the rook. You can't move your queen to defend the checkmating square, so you're going to lose your queen. That's my conclusion. There is a counter check here, but I think I can just take it. I think I'm still fine. So the counter checks doesn't seem to do much. So I'm just going to go knight c6. I have to be careful here. So takes. I have to take. I have to take with the queen. This looks natural. King here. I feel like sacrificing the rook for no reason. A7, king h8, rook takes, g6. That looks useless. King a7. Oh, it's not useless. Because if h7, king h8, rook takes. Wow, I can't draw arrows. Rook takes, rook here. Now, if this, then I promote. And if rook blocks, I take and then promote. So h7, he has to go king g7. And then I could sacrifice this rook again. And if king takes... No, that looks bad. Although, is it bad? Wait. King g7, rook takes, king takes, g6, king g7. Ooh, wait, it's so close to working. Wait, it is so close to working. a7, king g6, rook h4. No. Rook h8. Oh, man, it's so close yet so far. I really want to do rook takes, rook here, check. I win the rook. Firstly, I'm down a piece, right? I'm down a minor piece. Okay, so I'm down a minor piece. So if I win a rook, that should be good enough. But there's probably something better here too. But rook takes, king takes. Probably not very good. So a7, king g7. Oh, if king takes, now rook f1. Ah, rook f1 check. And after king moves, rook takes. And I'm going to promote. And if he takes, I'm still going to promote. So h7, king g7, rook takes, king takes. If rook takes again, once again, we're going to... Yes, if rook takes and rook d8. Okay, I'm convinced. It's going to be this move and sacrifice the rook because rook... Yes, I'm very convinced. I'm just double checking my convincingness. Awesome. Okay. Let's see. This looks pretty natural. Well, firstly, how much material am I down? I'm not down any material, actually. It's equal material. I kind of want to take here. Rook here. Knight here. But then that doesn't work. So here, rook here, queen g5. Looks pretty good. If queen d7, now this check looks pretty strong. So queen takes... I'm stuck in this head. I've been doing this for an hour and a half now. So far, this session has lasted an hour and a half. That's crazy. I might have to end it. You know what? I'm calling it. I'm ending it here. I'm going to quit after I get 56. Because it's an hour and a half so far. So, assuming I get this puzzle right. So, queen takes g7. Rook f8. Queen takes g7 is just so natural. Rook f8, bishop g5, queen d7, knight here, rook takes. I want to be up in exchange at the very least. What are other alternative moves here? Bishop takes, queen takes. I'm not super convinced by this. Queen takes, queen h4 check. Queen h4 check, king d1. Rook f1. Yeah, this is getting a little bit complicated. Queen here. Knight f6. You can always sacrifice the rook. I'm not super convinced here. Rook f1. Rook f8, I mean. Not rook f1. Rook f8. I'm not super convinced that this is... Yeah. This is not very convincing to me. I don't know why. Rook f8, bishop g5 looks so natural. I think I'm going to go for it because I don't see anything better. And I'm just double checking, triple checking. After queen... Wait, no. Rook g8 is an alternative move. Wait. This is very, very important. Rook g8, I forgot the bishop is on e6, so rook g8 is an alternative move that he could do. Counter-attacking. I could take this pawn. And queen check, king here. No, no, he can't go queen check if I already taken the h pawn already. So what? Take queen h4 check, king here, rook here. Yeah, this is somewhat convincing. This is somewhat convincing, to be honest. So here's what I could do. I could throw in this move. Bishop here. So there is no queen h4 check as of the moment. After bishop takes, let's say queen takes. Now queen g7, and after rook here, I still have this move. Wait, queen takes g7, rook g8. I have this move immediately. I have this move immediately. So that means queen takes g7, rook f8 has to be played because of the weakness of the f6 square. Okay, yeah. And then, so after rook f8, that means I play bishop g5. You can't go here because I'm just going to take. Okay, I'm convinced. Queen takes. The only thing check is double check is this move. Queen h4 check. Oh, I'm just going to play it. This looks too good. I'm more and more convinced the more I look at it. Okay. King d1 is definitely the move. King f1 would be subject to a bishop h3 check, which looks very dead. Bishop g3. Okay. Bishop g3. Bishop g3 was the move. Gosh, no. I can't believe, why didn't I think about that? I don't know why I didn't think about bishop g3. Bishop g3 counter attacking, and the rook and queen are hanging. Oh my gosh, dude. Wait, no. Bishop g3 isn't the move. Wait, no. Wait. Okay, let me just pull this analysis board up. Yeah, because let me just pull this up. Turn this off. Yeah, because after... Yeah, check. If you go bishop g3, don't you have this move? Oh my god. Okay. Yes, I was supposed to go one move deeper and see that the checkmate threat is too strong. And if bishop takes, I assume you just take both rooks. No, you don't take both rooks. You just take the queen. You take the queen. And then if they take back your rook, then yeah, your queen's hanging. Yeah, king d2, your queen is hanging, and you can't take the rook because it's checkmate. Okay. Yeah, I didn't see that deeply. I didn't see that deeply. I didn't calculate bishop g3. I wish I did. Oh, but it's honestly good that I stopped here. It's been an hour and a half so far. So I think my next plan, I need to do the same thing, but get it done within an hour instead of an hour and a half. Get to, whatchamacallit, get to 50 plus in Puzzle Rush Survival within an hour. I think that's the goal next time. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. New high score.